मया सक्तमना हम्पात् योगं युञ्जन् मदाक्षय असंशयं समग्रं मां यथा ज्ञास्यसि तच्छृणु. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "Now hear, O son of Pratha, how by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can know me in full free from doubt." Purport. In this seventh chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the nature of Krishna consciousness is fully described. Krishna is full in all opulences, and how he manifests such opulences is described herein. Also, four kinds of fortunate people who become attached to Krishna, and four kinds of unfortunate people who never take to Krishna are described in this chapter. In the first six chapters of Bhagavad Gita, the living entity has been described as non-material spirit soul capable of elevating himself to self-realization by different types of yoga. At the end of the sixth chapter, it has been clearly stated that the steady concentration of the mind upon Krishna, or in other words, Krishna consciousness, is the highest form of all yoga. By concentrating one's mind upon Krishna, one is able to know the absolute truth completely, but not otherwise. Impersonal Brahmajyoti or localized Paramatma realization is not perfect knowledge of the absolute truth because it is partial. Full and scientific knowledge is Krishna, and everything is revealed to the person in Krishna consciousness. In complete Krishna consciousness, one knows that Krishna is ultimate knowledge beyond any doubt. Different type of yoga are only stepping stone on the path of Krishna consciousness. One who takes directly to Krishna consciousness automatically knows about Brahma Jyoti or Paramatma in full. By practice of Krishna consciousness yoga, one can know everything in full, namely the absolute truth. The living entities, the material nature and their manifestation with paraphernalia. One should therefore begin yoga practice as directed in the last verse of the sixth chapter. Concentration of mind upon Krishna, the Supreme, is made possible by prescribed devotional service in nine different forms, of which Shravanam is the first and most important. The Lord therefore says to Arjun, Takshana, or hear from me. No one can be greater authority than Krishna, and therefore by hearing from him, one receives the greatest opportunity to become a perfectly Krishna conscious person. One has therefore to learn from Krishna directly or from the pure devotee of Krishna, not from a non-devotee upstart puffed up with academic education. In the Srimad Bhagavad, this process of understanding Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Absolute Truth, is described in the second chapter of the first canto as follows. शृण्वतां स्वकथाः कृष्ण पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तिनः हृद्यन्तस्थो ह्यभद्राणि विधुनोति सुहृत्सताम् नष्टप्रायेष्व भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत युक्तं श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी तदा रजस्य मोहभावा कामलोभादयश्चये चेत एतर्नाविद्धं स्थितं सत्त्वे प्रसीदति एवं प्रसन्न मनसो भगवत भक्ति योगत भगवत तत्व विज्ञानं मुक्तं संगस्य जायते विद्यते हृदयं ग्रंथिश छिद्यन्ते सर्व संशया क्षीयन्ते चास्ते कर्माणि दृष्ट एवात्मनीश्वरे. To hear about Krishna from Vedic literatures or to hear from him directly through the Bhagavad Gita is itself righteous activity. And for one who hears about Krishna, Lord Krishna, who is dwelling in everyone's heart, acts as a best wishing friend and purifies the devotee who constantly engages in hearing of him. In this way, a devotee naturally develops his dormant transcendental knowledge. As he hears more about Krishna from Bhagavatam and from the devotee, he becomes fixed in the devotional service of the Lord. By development of devotional service, one becomes freed from the modes of passion and ignorance, and thus material lust and avarice are diminished. When these impurities are wiped away, the candidate remains steady in his position of pure goodness, becomes enlivened by devotional service, and understands the science of God perfectly. Thus, Bhakti Yoga severs the heart node of material affection and enables one to come at once to the stage of Asanshayam Samagram, understanding of the Supreme Absolute Truth, personality of Godhead. Therefore, only by hearing from Krishna or from his devotee in Krishna consciousness can one understand the science of Krishna. ज्ञानं तेहं सविज्ञाननिन्दं वक्ष्याम्य शेषत यज्ञात्वा नेह भूयो न्यज्ञात्व्यं वशिष्यते. I shall now declare unto you in full this knowledge, both phenomenal and luminous. This being known, nothing further shall remain for you to know. Purport. Complete knowledge includes knowledge of the phenomenal world, the spirit behind it, and the soul of both of them. This is transcendental knowledge. The Lord wants to explain the above mentioned system of knowledge because Arjun is Krishna's confidential devotee and friend. In the beginning of the fourth chapter, this explanation was given by the Lord and it is again confirmed here. Complete knowledge can be achieved only by the devotee of the Lord in disciplic succession directly from the Lord. Therefore, one should be intelligent enough to know the source of all knowledge, who is the cause of all causes and the only object of meditation in all types of Yoga. When the cause of all causes become known, then everything knowable becomes known and nothing remains unknown. The Vedas says, Kashmin Bhagavo Vigyate Sarvamindam Vigyanta Bhavati. O Venerable Sir, what is that which when known, all these become known? This is for today. Next will be covered in next video. For now, Jai Shri Krishna.